Mindful Life Practice community.
Come into a child's pose. So resting onto your mat. Resting your forehead. Letting yourself be heavy in this shape. And then just breathing into your body. So my first yoga teacher training 6 years ago, I went to this very memorable Dharma talk. The yoga teacher was saying that so many of us search the outside world to find ourselves, searching for the person, the place, or the job that resonates with us. Too loud, thank you, Yasser. He said there's so many searching for the right person, the right job, the right place that resonates with us. And what if we stopped searching the outside world and searching on the inside instead? So in this posture, just staying still and breathing. Maybe you'll find that the person you were looking for was you. The place you were looking for was right here. The job you were looking for was just to be. Stay here for a few more breaths. And then just walk your hands over to your right. Create a lengthening through your left side body, and then take a few inhales and exhales. And then take the hands all the way through center and take them the other way over to the left. Come all the way back through center. And then let's move with our breath. So when you inhale, coming all the way up into a table. And then when you exhale, sitting back into a child's pose. Take 3 more gentle inhales, lifting up. Gentle exhales, sitting back. Two more. Taking 1 more. And then when you breathe in, come into your table. Land your knees underneath your hips. Let's move with our own breath. Inhaling, tilting at the pelvis, lifting the chin. This is your cow. And then when you exhale, curl your spine, tap the chin. This is your cat. Keep going like this, breath in. And then breath out. 2 more rounds, deep inhales. Deep exhales. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Come all the way back through center. Take an inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky so there's an expansion through your collarbone. And then exhale, send your right arm under, land onto your right cheek and your right shoulder, and take a few breaths. Then come all the way back through center, land your right palm. Let's twist the opposite way. So big inhale, reach. And then exhale, the left arm under, land onto your left cheek, land onto your shoulder, breathe into your back body. Feel what is going on, what's happening for you. Come all the way back up through center. Sit your hips back on your heels. Let's do a little bit of opening through the shoulder. So drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder and then play with your left arm. Maybe you flick at the wrist. And then your right palm can land maybe on the left side of the skull. And feel what is happening in your trapezius muscle. This is a hot spot in the body. We carry a lot of our tension, a lot of our stress, a lot of our trauma here. Feel it out. What is going on for you today? And then release the right arm. Bring the head all the way back up to center. And then let's take that stretch on the opposite side. So landing your left palm. Play with your right hand. Knowing that whatever feelings are coming up here are normal. There was a lot going on in the world before this week started. It seems like it's just become even more and a lot to handle. Sometimes you think you're handling it all okay, and then you arrive in stillness and you arrive in your body. And you realize that you are still processing everything. Know that that's normal. Bring your head all the way back up through center. And then just drop the chin in and circle it from side to side. And bring that head all the way back up to neutral. Let's land our palms onto the mat. Leave your left knee where it is, lengthen your right leg behind you. See if you can lift your left arm and then just balance in stillness. Navel drawing in, gaze is low, so there's an extension of your cervical spine in line with the rest of your spine. Take 3, take 2. And then on 1, you're gonna land that left palm back down. And now I want you to stretch your right leg out towards the side. I'm gonna turn so you can see me. So your right leg is all the way here. Don't often do this move because in yoga studios, I fear that we're gonna place our foot on someone else's mat. We've got all the space in the world today. Come all the way up into upright and then just lengthen your arms out into a T. Yeah, definitely add some cushioning for your knee if you need it. And then reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm up overhead. Land your right palm on your right shin or thigh. And then take a few deep breaths into your left side rib cage. Come all the way back up through center. Come forward again, land your palms onto the mat. And then we'll take the right knee back, landing onto the knees. And just take a moment to feel out what's different from your left side as opposed to your right. And then we'll take it the opposite way. So your left arm is gonna extend, your right arm is gonna extend, your navel is drawing in, your gaze is low. Just take it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then on 1, land your right palm, open your left leg to the side, land onto the foot. And then when you're ready, coming all the way up, land your left palm onto the outside of your left leg. Take your right arm overhead and take a few deep breaths. Come all the way back up through center. And then just land your palms back on the mat. We'll take the left knee in. Flip your right palm so that it is face up. And if it's okay for you, now take some cat-cows like this, getting into your wrist crease. And then flip the other way so your right palm lands, your left palm is face up, and then take some cat-cows here. through center, plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Lift your body up and back to your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. You can bend one knee and then bend the next. Pressing into your heels. And then bend through the knees, gaze forward. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Forward fold. Let's grip the opposite elbows and dangle a lot. Let go. Having your head below your heart can really help with boosting your mood, bringing your blood circulation back to your brain, which for the rest of the day is on top of your shoulders, above your heart. Let your knees really bend and dangle, rock from side to side. The weight of the world or whatever you're worrying about is just rolling off your shoulders. And then release that grip. Take an inhale to halfway lift, lengthen through your spine, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale back down. And then when you inhale, circle your palms all the way up. Take your palms into heart center and give yourself a moment in your Tadasana. Feel your feet holding you here. Four corners grounded, inner arches lifted. Your legs. Notice your hips. Feel your spine stacking straight up, vertebrae upon vertebrae. Feel your shoulders soften and relax. On your breath in, I am here. Your breath out now. Breath in here. Breath out now. One more breath in here. And then breath out now. Release your palms alongside your hips. Take an inhale, sweep your palms up towards the sky. Let your breath fill your whole belly. When you exhale, bend the knees and forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, sweep your palms all the way up to stand. Exhale your palms into heart center. Two more, breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Take that one more time. Let your own breath sync up your movements. Don't worry if you mess it up, it doesn't matter. Arriving back in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower back down. Plant the palms. Step your feet back. Finding your strong plank. Your navel is drawing in. Core is engaged. If you need to land onto your knees, go ahead. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And then slowly lower, elbows drawing back. Walk your hands off the mat, tented fingers. Let's breathe in and lift our heart up into a cobra. And then exhale, lower. 3 more of these, breath in. Breath out. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. Inhaling. And then exhale. Taking your palms underneath the shoulders, lift up into a down dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. Land onto your left knee. Take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, finding your Anjaneyasana. Low lunge, present in this moment. Feeling the sensations in your body. Hearing the sounds around you. Feeling whatever emotions come up. And then open your arms. Sweep your palms back, grip your palms so you're pressing the palms together, and then open through your heart, finding a bit of a back bend. Release your grip, lifting your arms up towards the sky. And then hinge forward, plant your palms around your right foot. Walk your fingertips back, lengthen over the right leg, and then take a few deep breaths. As you inhale, lead with your heart. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. 2 more. And then take 1 more. Walk your fingertips forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step your right foot back to meet your left. And now if you want to flow through your vinyasa, your chaturanga, go ahead. You can shift straight back to down dog if you like. If you want to take the chaturanga, we're going to draw the elbows back. Lift into our back bend. And then come all the way back into your downward dog, your Adho Mukha Savasana, staying for a few breaths. Let's take the opposite side, lifting your left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between the palms. Land onto your right knee. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Lift your arms up overhead, settle your gaze. Can you find the middle? Effort and ease, strength and surrender. And then sweep your arms back. See if you can grip your palms behind your sacrum and then open through your chest, tucking your chin. What is this feeling? What is this bringing up for you? We hunch forward a lot in our everyday life. How do we counter that with our back bend? Expand through the arms, lifting all the way back up. And then land your palms on the mat. Let's walk the fingertips back as we lengthen over the left leg. And then take 3 breaths, inhaling. And then exhaling. 2 more. One more. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, either straight up to your down dog or vinyasa flow to get there. Bend through the knees, gaze forward. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Bend the knees, grip opposite elbows. Taking another forward fold. Release your grip. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, forward fold. Bend through the knees, sit back, finding your Utkatasana in your chair. Let there be a slight tuck of your tailbone. See that your knees are behind your toes. Softness through your shoulders, energy and intention all the way through your fingertips, and remind yourself you're not going to be in this chair pose forever. So as you start to quiver and shake, you have got this. Take 1 more breath. And then exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower. And then inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center. Plant your palms on your hips. Keep your right foot to where it is and draw your left knee up towards the chest. So you're balancing on 1 foot. See if you can extend that left foot in front of you. Lifting the left foot high, but also not leaning back as you do it. So lean your heart forward. Don't lean it forward, but stack it straight up. Stay holding here for 3, for 2. And then on 1, I want you to bend through the knee and then tilt forward, finding yourself in a warrior 3. Staying for 3, for 2. And then on 1, step your left foot all the way back, lifting the arms up, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. So your left foot is on this 45-degree angle. You're pressing through the outer edge of the left foot, and your right knee is stacking on top of your right ankle. Lengthen up through the right leg. Inhale, reach through the arms. Hinge your body forward. And then we'll drop the hands on either side of the right foot, coming into your pyramid pose, getting a deep stretch for the back of the right calf. Three, 2, and then 1. Bending through the right knee, coming all the way up to stand. Taking palms back onto the hips. Let's do the opposite side. So step the left foot all the way forward. This time your left foot is going to act as your root and your right leg is going to lift up and balance. Lifting your right leg high, but also keeping your torso upright as you do this. And then when you're ready, tilting all the way back, bringing yourself into a warrior 3 on this side. Step your right foot all the way back. Bend through the left knee, so your left knee is stacking above the left ankle. Press that 45-degree angle down with your right foot, and then reach your arms up towards the sky. Lengthen through your left leg. Let's reach the arms up and then hinge forward and then just dangle the arms. Have a little bit of a micro bend in the left knee. If your hands need to be on blocks to support yourself, go ahead. And then slowly lift all the way up to stand. Shifting weight onto your left foot, we're gonna step the right foot forward, hands into heart center. 1/2 sun salutation. Inhale, reach arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, lowering. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up again. Exhale your palms into heart center. So we're going to take one more standing flow. Slightly similar, slightly different. Having your hands onto your hips, this time we're going to come into a tree pose to start. So you're going to lift onto your right tippy toes, land your right foot either on the inside of the ankle, the shin, or maybe the thigh. Hands can be at heart center. Right before coronavirus started, I booked this last minute trip to Bali, early February. I met this yoga teacher there who took his class, and it was one of those classes where you're just in tears, you're crying so much because it's just moved you and unlocked so much within you that you didn't even realize was there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but he's a musician. He's a musician actor who his career didn't make it in LA, so he started over again in Bali and brought his guitar to the class and played for us in Shavasana, and this is one of the songs he played for us that he wrote. Anyway, enough about Paul. Take your right knee in. You're gonna tilt forward, back into that warrior 3 again. And then land your right foot on the mat, and this time we're coming all the way into a warrior 2. There's just something so inspiring about people who have had like these epic failures in life. You know, like all he wanted was to be an actor and be a musician, and it failed. And he was able to rise up from the ashes and create something so beautiful. You know, 90 people in his yoga class in Bali. It was beautiful. Let's take an inhale, reverse the warrior. And then when you exhale, come all the way up into your warrior two, lengthen through your left leg. Walk your right foot in a tiny bit. And then hinge forward. One more deep stretch for the back of the left leg. This is your Trikonasana, your triangle. Option one, stay here if you're feeling supported and grounded in this shape. If you would like to challenge your balance slightly, Ardha Chandrasana is available, your half moon, but only if you feel like it. And then slowly tilt all the way back up to stand, landing your right foot, coming back to this pose, mountain. And then when you're ready, moving into Vrikshasana, tree on this side. So this time your left foot will remain your root. Your right foot will anchor on the side of your, is that right? I think you did the other side first. Your right foot is your root, your left foot is grounded. On the side of your right leg, don't listen to me. I haven't known my rights and lefts for my whole life. So right foot is rooted, left leg is lifted. And then lift the left knee up, lengthen the left leg in front of you, challenge your balance, lifting the leg, 3, 2, and then 1, tilt forward, warrior 3. And this time we're gonna step all the way back into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then come all the way back up to stand. And then if you want to lengthen your right leg, go ahead, reaching forward. Right arm clocks alongside right leg. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. And then if you feel like it, balancing on your right foot and your right fingertips. Coming all the way up to stand, left foot lands, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back, maybe flowing through a vinyasa. And then we're gonna all land on the knees. Moving through one back bend called Camel Ustrasana. I have to tell you that this particular pose caused me a lot of anxiety when I first started yoga. I had a lot of fear around it. So if it's not for you, feel free to back out of it. Might be for you, might not be. You're gonna lift onto the knees and then place your palms onto your sacrum, fingertips upwards. They're supporting you. See if you can shift your hips forward as you lean your heart back, and this might be exactly where you go. Chin tucked. Called Jalandhara Bandha. Chin to chest lock. Bandha means lock in Sanskrit. If you would like to reach one set of fingertips down towards the heel, and then the other, with your chin tucked, go ahead. How does it feel to have your heart so exposed? So open, so vulnerable. I think that's why it caused me so much fear, because I just wasn't used to it. We build shields around ourselves to protect ourselves. And yoga kind of exposes some of that. Exposes what we've been hiding and holding for a long time. Land your palms onto your sacrum, come all the way up. And then land your hips onto your heels, rest your palms face up, and then send a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs, filling the chest. And then empty to release. One more. Let's come around so we're sitting on our bottoms. Lengthen your right leg long. Press your left foot into the mat so there's about a fist width between your foot and your thigh. Land your left palm behind your sacrum. And then take your right elbow, maybe it wraps around the thigh, or maybe it hooks on the thigh, and then just gaze over the shoulder, a few deep breaths. And come all the way through center. Let's switch it so your left leg is extended. Right foot is landed on the mat. And then either gripping around or maybe creating that little flag with the elbow. And then come all the way back through center. Lengthen out through your legs. Take your left foot in again, land your left foot on the inside of the right thigh. And then as you breathe in, lift your arms up. As you exhale, hinge forward. Taking a bit of a forward fold and try to let this be passive. Let gravity just kind of sink you forward as opposed to reaching for something. In the sky, we get a little better at controlling ourselves around midnight. Slowly walk all the way back up. And then let's switch it. So your left leg extends, right foot lands on the inside of your left leg. And then as you breathe in, lengthen. And then as you exhale, soften forward, get heavy. How does the right leg feel compared to the left? In disguise, we get a little better at controlling ourselves around midnight. Slowly roll all the way up. Land your right leg on the mat. And then we're going to slowly roll all the way back down. So for our last pose before Shavasana, we are going to take a gentle inversion. Option one is just coming into this waterfall. So legs are up like this, arms are up like this. This is option one. And if you do have a wall space or a piece of furniture nearby, like a couch maybe, you can also snuggle towards the couch. Prop your legs up like this, or you can do it against the wall. So it's called Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. And the idea is to get the blood flow going back to the heart, back to the head. I want to share with you a passage from my teacher's book. He said, everybody seems to feel that yoga is the solution. But what exactly is the problem? What is it that makes life so hard? The things over which we feel anguish can be summed up pretty quickly. Loss of those we love, from the unrequited high school crush to the death of a loved one. Loss affects us all. We regret the past. We worry about the future. We feel the pain of ill health, betrayal, disappointment. Then there are gross injustices: war, famine, disease, oppression, and death. But for most of us, it's the day-to-day stuff that brings us down. Why do I procrastinate? Why do I judge others? Why do I lose my temper? Why do I fail to speak up when I should? Why do I speak up when I shouldn't? This part shows that it was clearly written in the early 2000s. Why do I return the movie late? Why can't I just be perfect? Why can't my partner be perfect? Why are my kids so annoying? What is the deal? And in the Yoga Sutras, the problem is defined as the 5 afflictions or the 5 kleshas. Ignorance, pride, desire, aversion, and fear of death. And under the influence of these 5 afflictions, we're driven away from our true selves and deeper into disillusion and despair. To put it simply, we seek answers outside ourselves when the answer lies within. Yoga is the path to our true nature. Our true nature is not material, but spiritual. And yoga is the path to return to it. And this truth can be tested at the end of any asana practice. If your legs are still up the wall or in the waterfall, just gently bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little bit of a hug. Check in with yourself at the end of the practice. Have you experienced healing? Do you feel more at home in your body? More at home in your life? More at home in your spirit? The sense of coming home is real. Come closer to the truth about ourselves, and that's why we feel peace. On our mats, we find the truth that to all of these problems, we are the solution. Slowly start to make your way into your final resting pose. Whether it's a shavasana, whether it's a seated meditation. I'll leave you in silence for about 4 or so minutes. If your mind keeps wandering away from the practice, just gently tell it to come back. Ishkava Mahu Lela. Giving your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Run a nice long stretch, fingertips all the way through toe. Curl your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, draping your arms around your shin. Just rocking from side to side. Thanking yourself for showing up here and making this a priority. I think sometimes yoga is the last thing that we want to do, and when we don't want to do it, it's when we need it the most. And just slowly make your way up to seated. Hands at heart center. We're going to seal our practice with an Om sound. If you want to join, inhaling and exhaling, and inhaling through to make an Om. Taking a breath in, breath out, breath in. Thank you so much for sharing the space and the practice. Om Namo Guru Dev, which means I honor the divine teacher which resides in each and every one of us. Om Shanti Shanti, peace, namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice Community.